The options to advertise on streaming TV platforms continues to increase. So I'm happy to talk about a new platform we just signed up for. That's Paramount Advertising. I just saw a Facebook ad for it, thought I'd check it out, and looks like anyone can sign up. So we're going to look at where we can have our ads appear, and then we're just going to explore the Paramount Advertising interface to get a better understanding of what is needed to get going. Before you even want to start advertising on a platform, it's probably a good idea to understand where your ads could appear. And Paramount owns a lot of platforms. You can clearly see I'm on the Paramount Ads Manager site. And here are just 16 of the channels where you could have your ads appear. Even in the description, Paramount says that there are more. Most likely you're familiar with these channels and the types of content that are on them. But if you're not, it's really not hard to just Google their programming to get an understanding of what type of content is available for your ads to appear. All right, now let's actually go and check out the platform. I just Googled Paramount Advertising, and this is the page I was sent to. So I clicked on Ads Manager, and we see options streaming here. This is pretty much the same view I got, but instead of my dashboard, there was an option for me to sign in. It was fairly easy. I will say that I did not sign up with a standard Gmail, Yahoo type email. I used a professional email with a legit domain as part of the email. Not sure if that makes a difference or not. However, there was no waiting period. I could immediately sign up. So now let's check out the dashboard. Now, another thing I should note right away is that I signed up as an agency, just in case Paid Media Pros gets any clients that want to run Paramount ads. So I can really only show you the agency view, but you can sign up as an individual business. So I can already see on the left-hand navigation, if I click on clients, there's a way for me to set up new clients and fill in all their information. All right, snap of the fingers, only did the mandatory information. Click save, and now we are in an individual client account. This is kind of familiar with how Roku Ads Manager worked. If you didn't see our video on that one, you could check it out here. But Roku had the same type of setup. Let's look at creating a campaign. Clearly this is brand new. I just created this one client, but we see that there is a drop down. If we did have any other ones in there, it makes it easy to choose whichever client you want to use. Now we can go ahead and name our campaign, and then let's click next. Hey, this is a first run through for us, so we're all learning at the same time here. All right, ad scheduling, pretty straightforward. Right now it's defaulting to 14 days. I just want to see how far out I can get it. Looks like it's really not setting any sort of limit, but I'll leave it at 14 days. Next, we can add a total budget. I can see in the fine print, it needs to be at least $500. It seems like we're looking at a fixed price here. Let me see what happens if I really extend the date. Well, looks like it doesn't matter. 500 is the minimum no matter what. Okay, switch it back to just the 14 days. Nothing much we can do right here, so let's look at next. Right now we're up to geographic targeting, but I do notice that there is a little forecast box up here. So we'll have to keep an eye on it to see how this changes as we update this information. In terms of location targeting, it says it right up above. State, zip code, DMA. Easy enough to search and find what you're looking for. When I did set up the client, that's when it asked for country. So as I'm typing in a specific region or province within Canada, a different country than the United States, it's not showing up. Now, one thing I can't confirm is if this is extended to other countries. I should probably look into that. But right now, it seems like whatever your client's country is set up as, those are going to be your options for geo-targeting. Good to know. Let's see what happens with a bulk upload tool. If I go up to country here, can't change it. Stuck with that one. Location type, probably just have state, paste in your Excel file or a column, paste in your list. It says one per line, or if it's a legit list, separated by semicolon or a vertical bar. Seems pretty straightforward. A nice Excel list, copy and paste would do, but I'll stick with everything within the United States. So I guess we could skip this step. Demographic targeting, options for gender, male, female, other. I'm assuming this is either other gender options that they know of or the unknown. Age ranges. Notice that they're not equal blocks in the changes. 18 to 20, only a couple years. 21 to 34, big difference. Slightly bigger difference, and 50 plus could be a wider range. Then household income, going from highest to lowest this time. This is a good feature, depending on the products you may be trying to sell. I'll just hand select a few of these options. For these, I probably have to go back to all. Let's click next. Okay, here's the targeting I really wanted to see. What placement targeting options are there? Everything, looking at 90 million viewers in the United States, because I did not target any specific regions or DMAs. And then this complete network is broken out into categories. I'm not going to read them all. You can see for yourself. It's only one page, so it seems like these are our options. If I click on sports, can I click on comedies? Nope. It's all one at a time. So if you want to test out different placements, it looks like you're going to have to create a different campaign for content targeting. Probably good to include that in your naming convention. But I did notice as I selected different placements, the CPM or price per 1,000 impressions changed. The more specific you get, the higher the CPM, but also less estimated impressions. And just in case the settings change later, I'm going to click on one option here and then click next. Now, since I'm running this for myself, I don't plan on launching this campaign. So I'm going to see how far we can get. One thing I do like is that creative specs, there's a link right here. Let's check it out. Here's a nice PDF. If you can't get this far in the process, but you still want to check out the specs, I'll put a link to this PDF in our video description. Here's the first thing I wanted to see, the duration. So your video length must be 15 seconds, 30, 60, or 90. I understand it's small. Try to blow this up a little bit. Anything longer than 30 seconds can only run in mid-roll inventory. That's going to limit your impression share. Looks like no minimum file size, which is great. And then dimensions, your standard horizontal dimension size. So if you're already creating horizontal video for YouTube or anything like that, then you should be good to go. All right, let's go back to the campaign. And just in case you're wondering, this link is the same thing over here. So let's click New Creative. And it looks like you could upload your own, upload a video tag, build your creative with AI, or use from a creative library. The creative library is going to be similar to asset libraries in like LinkedIn or Google. There's a creative library in TikTok. This is going to house any of the previous assets that you have uploaded or created in any previous campaign. I wonder what building with AI is like. All right, I got to put in the Paid Media Pros URL. Let's see how this works. All right, let's click next. All right, entered in our website again. Let's click search. Now, already, I'm not going to fault Paramount for what they bring. Our website is old. We really don't look at it too much. So if what we get back isn't the greatest, I'm not blaming Paramount. I'm blaming us. All right, let me give it some AI instructions. Probably not the greatest. Let's see how this looks. Okay, you saw the video, and I don't need to look at feedback. Could we update our images, add our logo, all that stuff? Absolutely. Now, the part that you couldn't hear was the voiceover work. And since I know my website, it was literally just taking content off of the homepage. However, the voiceover work was actually pretty darn good. I'm happy with the voiceover work. I would just want to go in and start adding in certain options here, give them different images. We do have some other footage, actually upload a logo. But I'm not going to lie, for what they pulled and what it came out with, that was pretty damn impressive. All right, kudos to you, Paramount. So I guess we could use this. Let me just go in and finally edit this stuff so we can actually complete the order. All right, added in some other stuff. Looks like I could change a bunch of things on here. And then the second time around when I previewed it, the voice actor changed as well. I go back up here. Looks like there's options to update the audio. Yep, you can't hear it, but I can. There's the script. Oh, looks like we can rewrite, make our own edits. And here's where we can change the voiceover actor, AI style. Whatever, I'm good with it. It's just a demo video. Odds are if you're already considering TV and you've done it before, you have footage. So you're gonna be uploading it anyway. But here's one option. It looks like we can add new creative, upload another one. There's all the specs again, drag and drop. Odds are you can edit those details and you'd be done. They tell you all the specs there too, but it looks like you can do video testing, which is great to see. Okay, let's go to next. Here's our campaign review. Now notice this is a prepay amount. Probably once I go to checkout, I'll have to stop there because I'm not paying $500 to promote Paid Media Pros on Paramount. But here we get the final numbers. You're locking in a CPM. You're locking in the budget, the daily budget, minimum impressions booked. Review your placement targeting, your demographic targeting. Fairly straightforward. We go to checkout, and here's where I'll have to start adding in some payment information, which I'm not going to do. So in terms of campaign creation, it looks pretty easy, especially if you already have the video creative. Now in terms of reporting after things go live, let's see what they got. Looks like we need to create a new report. I don't have anything launched yet. Let's see what we can get. Even if everything is blanked, I just want to see what columns we can look at. Okay, just had to refresh. It's completed. Let's download it and see what metrics we can look at once the campaign goes live. Basic information of when the report was created, the time period that the report is looking at, pretty standard business information. Let's scroll over. Now it's looking at it per client. So we see total number of orders, campaigns, impressions. Notice that there's booked impressions versus delivered impressions. So I guess that's something to look out for. But on these platforms that do have commercials, odds are you can't skip them. But really, not much there in terms of reporting. I wonder if we head back to the main campaign's dashboard. Here, now this stuff, way more valuable than the actual reports. Impressions, video completion rate, cost per second view. I'm skipping down to completion right away. It's going to show you percentages up top. See, now this is helpful. Placement, we only chose the one. Odds are if you want to test out a variety of different campaigns in different placements, you'll get more metrics here. Geography, pretty straightforward. So pretty basic, very high level. We already saw with the content targeting, we're picking genre buckets. We're not going to be able to hand select shows or events. If we go up to my profile, it's just basic profile settings. Unlike Roku, right now it doesn't look like there is a pixel to add to the site to get some additional tracking to understand if users came to your website in different ways. So since it doesn't have that pixel technology built in yet, you probably need to include QR codes into your video creative to really try to encourage traffic to go to the website directly from someone's TV screen. But that's the initial preview of Paramount Ads Manager. Nothing overly shocking. It's a pretty straightforward TV streaming platform and prepay buy, but at least I got the preview done out of the way so you don't have to do it yourself. If anyone out there has already been running Paramount ads, I'd love to hear how they're working for you. So let everyone know in the comments.
Thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up below. If you really liked it, maybe think about subscribing to the Paid Media Pros YouTube channel and you'll get alerted every time a new video drops.
If you really liked it, you can help support the channel by checking out some of the t-shirts that we're wearing on our merch shelf, as well as looking at the Super Thanks button.